Hi everybody, Coleman Alderson for GardensAll.com. Well, it's been an interesting project here building this cattle panel greenhouse, and actually it was more of a renovation, as I mentioned last time. Since we visited last time, the cattle panel greenhouse has taken on more of a definite framework. We've added the front frame, we've added a door. We added a solid back panel. That was my wife Leora's suggestion. In that is the north side. Sunlight's going to come down from this direction, and so there's no point in having any plastic on the back. Plus, it definitely solidifies the structure. This thing is just very solid. It was kind of moving side to side, but now it's real solid. So we're at the phase now where we've done the infrastructure, and now it's time to put what they call the skin on. It's not just your typical poly that you go down to your box store and buy. That would probably work for a while, but this is a actual greenhouse plastic cover, and what makes it special is that it's rated. It's ultraviolet light really breaks it down, and this is resistant for supposedly about 4 years or so. And we don't want to have to go to all the trouble and at the end of a season have to take everything apart because the sun has broken down the plastic. So this is a 4-year investment. It's a solid sheet, and we're going to try to keep the whole thing solid. We'll start at the back, get it evened up, bring it out front, and we'll just cover the whole front and then cut out the door and all that after we've stapled everything down. Now, I mentioned staples, typical tools, staple gun, T50, half-inch staples, and then something to cut the plastic with. So we're about ready to launch into this project. It's like the final, it's like putting polish on the final product. We're going to cover it, and we'll visit you after we're done with that.
You want to mention the thing about the leveling again in the vent,
yeah.
in the window.
Yeah. We put in the leveling has to do with bringing up the front. As you see, we're up about, if you come from the very back end up here, we're up about 15 inches in the front. And that was a challenge. But this is actually, if you'll notice, this is actually a bit shorter here. So we have a situation where it gets a little bit tighter as you go uphill, but that's fine. We'll be able to make benches coming down that will be level, you know, more or less along the line of our horizontal wires running here, and it's going to work out great. I'm just real satisfied the way this thing is turning out, and we're excited to be putting a skin on it. We're getting rain coming in tomorrow and cold weather coming in the middle of next week, so we'll be ready to go.
What's going to be on the window?
We're going to coat the window with plastic.
Also,
this is going to be a plastic.
Is it going to be ventable?
Yes, it's going to, I'll show when we're finished, finally finished. I ordered a little heat activated or temperature activated lever that opens and closes automatically. So that'll be really cool having that.
Okay, and this vent is manual or it stays?
It's manual. It's just a manual vent. We'd open it up during the day, and in fact we'll probably open the door up during the day just to get nice circulation. And then as the season gets colder, we won't have to do that as often. Then when we get into warmer weather in the spring and all that, what we'll be able to do is take shade cloth and put over the entire thing. We won't have to, take off the plastic. We'll have this shade cloth, which is similar to what we've been growing our longevity spinach under.
Now this vent down here has added extra stability. That's another side benefit. It's added extra stability to this front frame.
Yes.
But the question is, since heat rises, do you think it's going to be as effective having it there versus trying to rig up something above, say, the door? Okay,
my theory is such, it's this, that cool air is lower, right? So you want to take in the cool air in the front and then expel it up at a higher level. Cool. So I'm thinking maybe that will work. And we'll put another vent in over here. We just didn't have time to get into that today, but we'll have 2 vents, and we'll see how it works.
Okay, great. All right, thank you.
Coleman Alderson for GardensAll.com. Bye.
Bye.